What are the actual origins of MMA?
Originally, it started 648 before Christ in the first Olympics, called pancration. Pancrash.
The whole world was created out of chaos. It was created out of violence. We all come from that.
There's something about two men that get inside of a cage that human nature loves to watch.
It's not a man's thing or a woman's thing. It's natural, and we're all compelled to do it.
There's a tennis match, soccer on that corner, a baseball game over there. The fight breaks out in the fourth corner, everybody's gonna go watch the fight. It's just the way it is.
The sport of mixed martial arts is currently the fastest growing sport in the world. Leading the charge is the Ultimate Fighting Championship, an MMA organization that has been at the forefront of the sport's mainstream success. Vlad Yudin's documentary, The Hurt Business, tells a rich history of MMA, starting with the sport's early days of brutal bare-knuckle fighting to see what discipline, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, boxing, or wrestling was superior. The documentary concludes with the recent $4 billion purchase of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC, by the media conglomerate WME-IMG. In addition, Yudin presents the rise and acceptance of women in the sport, the UFC's dominance in the sport, with its global popularity and ability to market and promote fighters to megastar levels. With its ability to display raw animalistic power through the pounding of punches, slamming of kicks, and crashing of bodies, MMA fuels audiences' visceral needs with nothing left to the imagination. Vlad Yudin, however, has chosen to focus his documentary on the side of the sport that isn't displayed on television. Yudin showcases the many hardships fighters endure on their journey to reach the pinnacle of the sport. Through the use of character development, editing, and shot composition, Yudin successfully presents the emotional and psychological state fighters are not traditionally presented in. For example, in this scene, Yudin introduces Michael Gaiman by first presenting his childhood photos and an intimate interview with his mother. From this edit, we learn that Michael is a passionate, hardworking man that trains for greatness. Next, we actually see Michael, but from an extreme close-up. His face fills the frame as he explains why he hates withholding information from his therapist. This image pulls us into his head, and we can imagine what he thinks. The scene continues with Michael driving to Las Vegas as he explains why he attempted suicide. The vast desert represents the loneliness Michael was feeling, and the close-up on his face again puts us in Michael's head. As he holds back his tears, we see a shot of the rain. The shot of the rain symbolizes his inner turmoil. The scene ends with Michael at an MMA convention. He is smiling and laughing, and we can infer from this scene that not all fighters live up to the masculine ideal that fighters are supposed to embody. Lots of fighters suffer in silence. This is Gary Goodridge, Yudin's second example.
Is way more powerful than Paul Herrera.
And quickly Herrera shoots the leg.
And Herrera's a very good grappler here.
Oh my, elbows in number by Goodridge, and that is it.
And this is an interview with Goodridge after his successful MMA career.
Brain injury in professional fighters and to create testing to help better treat it.
Okay.
Because some of for concussions, the diagnosis is not quite that clear. So this will help create testing, which will help catch that earlier.
My coach, he told me, Gary, I can't come with you because I can't afford it. But after the fight, right after the fight, I want you to call me. After the fight, the only thing I could remember is I gotta call Norm. I gotta call Norm. My brain didn't know anything else. I didn't know where I was, what I was doing. The only thing I remember is I gotta call Norm. So I told everybody I gotta call Norm. I told everybody who was listening, I gotta call Norm. And we went to the phone and I called Norm. He says, how you doing? I said, I don't know. He said, did you win? I said, win what? You fought, did you win? He said, put somebody else on the phone. And, sorry. And I put somebody else on the phone and that's when he said, he told him to take him to the hospital. And, sorry, I'm a little emotional because this guy's, that's when nobody around me knew that I was messed up.
There you go.
It all worked on being knocked out. When you see somebody, wow, gets knocked out.
The use of character, editing, and shot composition. Vlad Yudin's documentary does a great job at portraying the negative consequences not many people are aware of in the sport. Not only does he help shine a light on an issue seldom talked about, but Yudin also portrays fighters as humans with emotions and not animals locked in a cage.